Write the following function in standard form. This is written in polynomial form, and we want it to look like this form, that format. Standard, vertex form, transformation form, different names for the same thing. Our first step is, if a is greater than 1, we factor out a. But in this case, a is not greater than 1, so I don't have to factor out anything. I do want to concentrate on the first two terms of this function. So I'm going to put those two terms inside of parentheses to separate it from the rest of the function, and I'm going to complete the square. So this is what we're going to do. F of x is going to equal x squared plus 10x, and then I'm going to add something to this function. Outside of the function, I still have plus 17, and I'm going to subtract something from the function. So I add and subtract to make the function stay true to itself, and I don't change the value. How do I find this number inside this parentheses? This is called completing the square. And what that does is it makes this factor. It makes it into a perfect square trinomial. So to find this number, you take b, you divide it by 2, and you square it. This is your b, 10. So let's take 10 divided by 2 and square it, and that will give you 25. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 squared is 25. So I'm going to add 25. If I added 25 and I don't have any number outside of the parentheses, that means that I really did add 25 total to this function. So let's go ahead and subtract 25. Okay? So now this was our second step, right? Completing the square was your second step. Your third step now is simplify the function. You're going to join these two numbers, 17 minus 25. That'll give you negative 8. So let's go ahead and rewrite this function as f of x is equal to x squared plus 10x plus 25, and outside the parentheses, minus 8, negative 8. And now we are going to take this piece here, which is the perfect square trinomial, and we will factor it. And this will factor like this. We can use our x, this method where you place your c value on top, which is 25, your b value on the bottom, and then you find two numbers that will multiply together to make 25, and also those same two numbers add together to make 10, and those numbers are 5 and 5. So I add 5, and I add 5, minus 8. Now I notice that I have x plus 5 times x plus 5. I can rewrite that like this. I'm going to go ahead and come up here to write it. F of x is equal to x plus 5 squared minus 8. And now I've written it in standard form.